What is going on, guys? Hypixel here, and today I have something really cool to show you guys. I have created a 3D printer without the use of any command blocks or mods. Now what makes my printer even more cool is the fact that it can print air blocks. To my left here is something that a typical 3D printer might print with these glass blocks representing the air blocks. But to my right here is something that my 3D printer could print. So without further ado, let's get on with the printer. So we just walk down this hallway right here, and we arrive in the control room. Now this is the room where everything goes on in. Over here is just a chest full of instruction manuals. Over here is a item retrieval chest. This is where we receive all the items that we put into our input chests. Over here is a chest full of wool and glass. These are the input blocks. These are all the blocks that you can use that will actually be printed. You can use white, yellow, red, green, blue, black wool, and to represent air blocks, glass blocks are used. These are the input chests. This is where you put whatever you want to get printed. This is the input for the top layer, this is the input for the middle and the bottom, and we simply put stuff in a 3x3 formation, something like this. So let's go ahead and print the object that I showed you earlier. So I set it up a bit. This is going to be the top layer right here. This is the middle layer. And the bottom layer, I haven't done that yet. Block here. Glass like this. Let's make this different colors. So you actually print all the different colors. And finally blue there. When you're done, you just need to walk over here. Check that this light is on. If this light is on, it means you're good to print. If it's not, then it's either printing, it's either resetting, or it's broken. And if it's broken, click the reset button. Or if you have already printed something and you want to destroy it, then click the reset button. I'm just going to go ahead and click start right here. Pistons will start firing and the printing process will start. Over here is just a chest of minecarts. I have them in my inventory. Hop into that. Click this button. And we arrive in the printing zone. This is the area where your object will get printed. It gets printed in this 3x3 area right here. And there we go. There's our first block. So I'm going to get pushed over there. And once this whole row is finished, it will get pushed up this way. Once this whole bottom layer is finished, it will get pushed to the top. I'm just going to go and slap on some time-lapse music because this does take a really, really long time to print. And I will be right back. So guys, this is the finished product right here, and as you guys can see, there are no glass blocks whatsoever. Let's just put that back in. And there are only two downsides to this. One is the time. It takes just over 10 minutes to print this. It is absolutely ridiculous, but I might try and make a faster one in the future, but it's only because it has to print to this end, then it has to print here, then here, and then it has to move all of them here, do that all again, push them all up, do the whole thing again 2 more times. It does take a really long time. But the other downside is that this does work off of ghost blocks. And as of 1.9, the ghost block generator that I am using was broken. But if you guys know any good 1.9 ghost block generators, please leave them down in the comments. And I will try making a faster 3D printer that works in 1.9. But let's not spend too much more time talking about this. Let's get on to the redstone. So I'm just going to switch into spectator mode quickly, and we're going to start behind the control room. Right here is the control room, as you guys can see, and these right here are the 3 input chests. This is for the top layer, middle, and bottom. When I click the start button, it takes one item from the top layer chest, the first input chest, cycles it through the system, and outputs a signal along this wire, which then takes another item out of this chest. And once all the items out of this chest are gone, once there's none left, it will start taking items out of this chest, then this chest once there's no items in that chest. And all the item does is it goes along these hoppers and through this sorting system, which will output a signal through the corresponding wire. For example, if I put a yellow wool, it would output a signal through this wire right here because this is a sorter for the yellow wool. And if it's a glass block, it will output a signal through this wire right here, which will go through a timing system and simply output a signal through the, it will output a signal into this system again at the right time. Let's die there. And if there is an item that isn't wool or glass, it will go into this chest, go back around, and go up this dropper item elevator, whatever it's called, and into this item retrieval chest. That's where you also can get your wool and glass because it all cycles through this. And what this system does right here is it pushes these wool blocks down here up to the right one, so this ghost block generator can create a ghost block of that wool. This ghost block generator was not created by me. It was created by a YouTuber of the name of Myrene Irio. I will leave a link to his channel down in the description. And the ghost block is created right into there. It's pushed along all these piston extenders. They're just here to move the ghost block along. But it takes such a long time because ghost blocks are really glitchy. And if you move them too fast, they might disappear. So I had to basically make the piston extenders extend at a rate of 10 times slower than what they normally would. And they finally get pushed into the spot right here, which pushes down into the printing zone. When that happens, a signal also gets emitted into this counting system, again, not designed by me, but designed by Izumavoid. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description also. And every time a signal enters this, it cycles one cycle, whatever you want to call it. The first cycle, second cycle, third cycle, they all have different outputs and different things that they're supposed to do. For the first one, it would be a triple piston extender that way. The second one would be a double that way. And the third one would be a single that way and a double that way. And it cycles through them all, and when it reaches the last one, it outputs a signal into the second redstone counter system, which is for vertical extension. The first one's a double vertical, the second one's a single, and the third one is no extension at all. And that's basically how it works, guys. If you're wondering what the reset button does, is it, where's the output for it? When you click the button, it extends this piston, it just sends a signal all the way to here, and it activates these dispensers, which dispense water into the printing zone, which is down there if you guys can see it. And since these are ghost blocks, since these are ghost blocks, they will get deleted by water. And all the other thing it does is it cycles through the redstone counting system, cycles through all the outputs until it reaches the last one here and the last one on this one as well. And yeah, guys, that's basically it. If you like the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I will leave a download link in the description. If you guys really want, I could do a tutorial. I get a lot of comments for please do a tutorial. I may do one, but it may be a really, really long one. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hypixel out.